Hello everybody, I'm Dan Hayek here with Matt Doyle for a special edition of the Scouting Report. We're looking at the SuperDraft team by team, and today we start with DC United picking at 17th. This is a position where you can look to add depth, and of course DC has already lost Michael Santos and Branko Boskovic, which to me, Matt, means they need some depth in the attack.
Well, they do need some depth in the attack, but I don't think they're going to get it in this SuperDraft. I think that losing Santos and Boskovic means they have a ton of money to play with, so they'll probably go overseas, maybe at a DP in one of those spots. What this draft has is a ton of left backs. Corey Kindle from Cal State Bakersfield, two guys from right down the road for DC, Jimmy Nealis of Georgetown, Taylor Kemp of University of Maryland, half a dozen others. Really kind of weird that there are this many left-footed players in this draft. DC's going to get one of them because they do need fullback depth. They need a dedicated left back, and I think they'll find one.
All right, one pick above them is the Seattle Sounders. Of course, they lost Jeff Park, which leaves a huge gaping hole at center back. Last year, they picked Andrew Duran at 15, but he didn't play a single minute. Do they go the same route this time?
I think they have to. Duran didn't play a minute, as you said, and he got hurt, tore his ACL while on loan. Not clear if he's an MLS talent, not clear if he's going to be healthy. So they have a glaring need there. And the guy who makes the most sense is a big kid out of the University of Washington, so Seattle fans and staff will be very familiar with him, Dylan Tucker-Ganges. He's 6'4", really attacks the ball well on set pieces, scored 5 or 6 headers this year. Carried a small ankle knock during the second half of the year, but still played really well. It is quicker than he looks on the turn, and a lot of people compare him to Jeff Cameron. Now, he's not the crazy athlete that Cameron is, but he is comfortable on the ball. He looks MLS ready to me, and I would actually be surprised if Seattle went in any other direction with this pick.
All right, above them is the defending Supporters Shield winners, San Jose. And of course, winning that trophy proved their depth last year. What need do they have this year?
To prove it again. They lost some of that depth with Ike Opara going to Kansas City. Opara, again, he wasn't great against LA in that series, but he gave them good minutes throughout the year, and they're going to need somebody to take those minutes again this year. They got Ty Harden in the re-entry draft, but he's always been sort of a fringe MLS player. Two guys who make the most sense are Tommy Muller of Georgetown and Eric Shanley of West Virginia, both true central defenders. Shanley's a little bit bigger, attacks the ball well on set pieces, both defensively and offensively, so maybe fits the San Jose mold a little bit more. The question is, what do they do if both those guys are off the board? Because there are a bunch of teams in front of them that need center backs as well. If that's the case, then really all bets are off. I could see San Jose just going in any direction. Winger, central midfielder, adding another forward, what the hell, why not?
A pick above them is Sporting KC, who also proved their depth and have added more pieces this offseason. So Matt, for them, is it just a matter of picking the best talent on the board?
No, it's picking the best midfielder on the board. Chances are it will be John Sturzer of the University of Maryland. He's a jack-of-all-trades type of guy, doesn't wow you in any one particular area, but he looks like the type of player who could come in year one and give you 1,000 or 1,500 good minutes, backing up be it Benny Feilhaber, Paulo Nagamura, even playing as a true D-mid, you know, in that number 6 role for a little bit. That's what Peter Vermees is going to need, because he has really rebuilt this midfield over the offseason, and getting a guy like Sturzer who could give you quality minutes there just makes a lot of sense, especially considering he comes from a program in Maryland that produces pros year after year after year. You know, he knows what the environment is going to be like, and he has a reputation for great fitness, which counts for a lot in KC.
Well, that does it for us on part 2 of our special Super Draft edition of the Scouting Report. We'll be back tomorrow with 4 teams picking the middle of the first round.